Hello lovely people. So really hot here, so I'm struggling a bit. So this is Chatterwitch Wednesday, and this is chatting about the solfeggio. Now I don't like to work under I when I do my videos, I just come on and chat, and the content comes through me and through spirit. And so when I had to prepare for this, it's like, oh God, that really goes against my energy, and it grates and doesn't feel good. So I wrote down some notes, and I've got some bits and pieces to talk about. My notes are all over the place. And I've got my computer set up because I've got a lovely site that I can connect in with to look at to give you information. So I've been working with solfeggio for quite a long time. I did a tuning fork course, oh my goodness, such a long time ago now, and I really can't remember how long ago. And it was with Inner Sound. I have actually got a certificate somewhere. It was with Inner Sound, so it wasn't so much working with the solfeggio, it was working with the pure fifths and stuff. Now I'm not a music person, so in the aspect of I don't play music, I don't understand music in that sort of way. So I have done all my work with sound healing just through the vibrations and everything. Now the solfeggio were how I was taught it when I was looking into it and first found out. It was 9 frequencies that were hidden by the church because they facilitate change and health, and they're found in Gregorian chants. Now there's meant to be 6 main frequencies, which are the 396, the 417, the 528, the 639, the 741, the 852, and the 963. But there are others. Now I don't know what the difference is between the 9 and the main 6, but you could look that up yourself, and in fact I probably will look it up myself because I don't actually know the answer to that. Now 7 of them can connect with the chakras. So the root chakra is 396, sacral 417, solar plexus is 528, heart is 639, throat is 741, the ajna, third eye, is 852, the crown is 963. And you can tell that they connect with those with what they do. So basically the solfeggio are frequencies that what am I saying? Their frequency that they hold frequent. Jesus, I'm going to start again. Every solfeggio tone comprises of a frequency that's necessary for balancing energies, keeping the soul, spirit, mind and body in perfect harmony. So they each have a what they do. So the 396 is for liberating fear and guilt. So here's I've got my tuning fork. Now I don't know whether you're going to hear this, so let's just hope. So if you're using tuning forks, you do from the ear to that ear. You can put it on parts of the body. So if you think often that the liver holds fear, so you could pull it towards the liver, and you can pull it on your body. So you would use this end, and you would let the vibration go in. But you can just go it around your aura. So if you wanted to work with liberating fear from yourself, now 396 also connects with the root chakra. So if you wanted to work with that, you could work with your root chakra, and you could just work with the sound. Now if obviously not everyone has tuning forks, these are pretty easy to get hold of, mind you, but you could just go on YouTube, put in 396 for liberating it. I mean, it probably come up. And the thing with the solfeggio on YouTube, there's lots and lots of, so you could put in solfeggio for headaches and it will come up, which would be the what is the pain one? Oh my goodness, let me look in my book. The 174. So that's one that isn't in the main 6, the 174. I think that's correct. Yeah. So the 174, but that's for the relief of pain and stress. So if you had a headache, you could put in solfeggio for headaches, and it'll probably be the 174. But you know, or you could just do it as general. So I use the 174 a lot because of the fibro, so I use that quite a lot, and yes, it really does work. And I've used it for like toothache and stuff like that. So here's the 174. Oh, so it's much deeper. I can really feel that. That's why it's a longer fork as well. Oh, that's lovely. But I doubt you can hear this one, because it's much deeper tone. So obviously you can put it around your aura. So yeah, so that one is like I say, for the relief of pain and also stress. So I've got a set of cards, actually. They're really, really lovely, and they have the some of the solfeggio in them. Of course it doesn't have the 174 because it's got the main 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's got the main 6. So okie dokie. Right, told you. See, if I did this ad hoc, it'd probably be better than me trying to do it where I'm trying to be structured, and you know, no, because that doesn't work for me. It goes against my energy. My energy's chaotic. So I work better in chaos than trying to have notes and stuff and work with that. But anyway, nevertheless, so what was I? Yeah. So the next one is the 417, which helps with change and undoing situations. So what did I write down? Yeah, it wipes out negativity. So often that one, if you look it up, it'll often be like quite a cleansing one. So it might come up as a cleansing one. Now it works with the sacral chakra as well. So again, you could work in combination and connect in with your sacral. So this is the 417. Don't think you're going to hear that, which is a shame. Oh, it's lovely. So there we go. So change, cleanse, traumatic experience. So it would work with like inner child stuff, trauma. If you want to go back into something, you can work with that. I mean, you don't necessarily have to know what you're working with. So it doesn't, you don't have to like, you know, think, oh, I want to release that. I mean, I could do it for my broken ankle. That was traumatic. I could do that. I could work with the sound going back. So you could use it for past life work, all sorts of stuff. So it's really, really interesting to work with, but we'll go a little bit deeper. I'm just covering them at the minute, faffing around really. So the next one is the 528. This is called the miracle one, and if you've got a tuning fork, it's called the miracle fork. So basically, if you didn't have all the others but you wanted one, you just get a 528. Oh, it's heaven. And it does really work with everything because it repairs DNA. It's complete transformation, and it is seen as the miracle one, often just called the miracle. So it's transformation and miracles in the cards, but it really is. And that connects with your solar plexus. So that makes sense because your solar plexus holds all sorts of, you know, the deep stuff. So you could again work with your solar plexus, but if you were working with like a real sort of say like cancer or something like that, you'd probably work with the 528. But if you want miracles in your life and stuff, and change and transformation on a huge scale, then you would work with the 528. The 639 is the next one, and that works with relationships and reconnection to yourself and others, and that connects in with your heart chakra. So let's do the 639, see if you can, it's a bit higher pitch. I don't think you're going to hear any of these, but you can go on, like I say, YouTube and find all the sounds anyway. So yeah, so that's the heart. Now also they connect with, like, so the root chakra, and the 396 is the note of C. The 417, which connects with the sacral, is the note of D. Solar plexus 528 is E. Heart is 639 hertz, and the note is F. The throat is 741, which we'll probably be doing next, yeah, and that's G. And then the third eye ajna is 852, which is A, and the crown 963 hertz, which is the note of B. So yeah, so the 741 is expression, because obviously if you think it's being able to express ourselves, getting solutions, because often when we talk, we hear a solution to a problem, or if we're talking to someone else about a problem, we hear from their expression of a solution. So it's a great one to work with that sort of energy. Here's the 741. Oh, yeah, liking that. I like them all, but I love that. So yeah, if you go onto YouTube and just put in 741, you'll probably come up with a massive list of all different things, and you can choose what you want to work with. Whereas if you have your tuning forks or something like that, you can just use it. I started off with Solfeggio quite a long time ago, so I've got a few CDs that I have, and I just really, really love them. So yeah, that's the card. I think I showed it, but I'm not sure. I didn't show you the 396, which was the liberate guilt and fear and the root chakra one. Okie dokie, we're going to go on to the 852 hertz, which is for returning one to spiritual order. It's intuition and wisdom. You can see why that connects with the third eye. So that's that one. So let's find the 852. Here we go. Oh, I don't think you'll hear that. That's luscious. Yeah, if you like I say, if you go on, you'll probably find a lot of third eye ones, awakening your third eye, awakening your intuition. So I've used so many, and there's a lovely singing bowl one that goes through the chakras that I love. I use a lot. So, and then we have the last of the 6, which is the 963. And that one creates room for oneness and unity. It's often said like the one that connects with God. It's your God self, your goddess, your godness. Yeah, and that connects with the crown. So even higher pitched. So the site I'm looking at is the Nature Healing Society, and on there they actually have ones that you can, I think you can download or buy, I think. But yeah, so it connects you, the 963 connects you to your higher self. So if you were really wanting to work spiritually, that's sort of the one you would work with. So what I had written down from how I've worked with the 9, so 174, which obviously isn't in the main 6, for relief of pain and stress. The 285, a really deep healing one, which is this fork here. That was lovely. That one heals tissues and organs, so that's great for like really working on the body with. As we says, the 396, that eliminates fear and guilt and stuff like that. The 417 wipes out negativity. The 528 repairs DNA, and it's the miracle. 639 brings love, so that's relationships and reconnection and connections. The 741 detoxifies cells. Now I use the 741 on YouTube. I think I can't remember exactly what one it was, but it was for clearing viruses and stuff like that. I used that all the way through the lockdown. I didn't really go out. Obviously we were locked down, but I didn't really go out much anyway. So, but I used that, and if I feel like I'm getting a bit of a cold, which is quite rare because I take lemon and ginger every single day and it seems to keep crap away from me, but I use the 741 for viruses, cleansing, clearing, and it's absolutely brilliant. I totally recommend it. I love it and use it a lot. I mean, if any of you want to send me a private message on Messenger or something, do. If you want specific ones, because I can then go to my YouTube and my other YouTube channel, which is the one that I just watch stuff with, and I can send you the ones that I personally use, and you can look yourself, but I don't mind doing that. The 852, as we said, awakens your intuition, and the 963 connects you to your higher self. So so obviously there's a couple more in there. So I work with the 9, not the 6. I work with all 9. But because we're looking at this site, it's got some really lovely information. So the 174, which was the pain, actually I should have had that. I'm getting myself all bloody confused. I wonder why I haven't got that in there. And maybe there's just not it. It's not in those cards. Let's have a look on there. Oh yeah, it should be. I've just obviously not found the card. So the 174, yeah, it doesn't connect with the chakra, but it obviously is working all over with all the energy bodies. So relieving pain and tension, the 174 frequency relieves a person from tension and pain. When one is listening to this type of music, they will observe their breath gradually slowing down, making them very relaxed as they drift off to a quiet meditation. Healing frequencies will relax the muscles, thereby alleviating tension and pain. It is a absolutely brilliant one to do where you are literally just wanting to connect with your body and to let that all that tension go. I've done it on using my bed of nails. Now I use a bed of nails. A lot of people don't like them, and yes, they are sort of painful, but because I'm constantly in pain, I find them very relaxing. It is a bit weird. I don't know how it works. I have a massive pain threshold because I'm constantly in pain. But that does relax me, and I do find that the whole of my body relaxes, and I notice I hold more I mean, we all hold tension in our jaw, but I hold so much tension in my jaw when I'm on the bed of nails and listening to a 174 frequency. It's really weird because the whole of my body relaxes, and with fibro your muscles are all locked tight, and so your body is tight and tension, but I do relax, and the only thing that I have to really focus on is constantly letting my jaw relax, because my jaw just doesn't. So safety, energy and survival are linked with the Solfeggio frequencies of 285 is a frequency linked to the root chakra. It's the body's most fundamental and primal energy center at the base of a person's spine. The chakra relates all the energy relating to safety, survival and instinct. So we use the 396 at the root chakra, but like they're saying, you could use the 285 there. Well, you could use, I mean, yes, they're sort of linked to the chakras, but you could use any in any chakra. It's not gonna do any harm. It's all working on the whole system. So the 396 Solfeggio frequency releases fear and guilt. When listening to the frequency, the feelings of fear and guilt kick in. A mantra can be used for harmony to be obtained from the ancient Solfeggio frequencies. So I'm just going to quickly read these because they are quite interesting. The 417 releases negativity and all past trauma. One will experience relief because the negative experiences and influences from the past slowly leave their consciousness. It is linked to the solar plexus chakra and the color yellow. Now that's the difference, because in the stuff that I've got, the 417 is connected to the sacral. Oh no, that was solar plexus, wasn't it? No, see, they've got it different. So the 528 is for clarity, peace and DNA. It is a miracle tone, or the love frequencies, which are being claimed to heal the DNA and cleanses an individual from a disease and sickness. Healing impact is amplified through toning and meditation. So they haven't got that as the 528. They've got the 417 at the solar plexus, and I've got it as the sacral. So that's interesting. So I'd need to check up, but that was all the ones that I had. So there's a slight difference there. So that's very interesting. Healing interpersonal relationships using 639 is a frequency with an ability to reconnect, because it allows one to meditate on themselves, their life, and those of the people they value and love. Problem solving and improving emotional stability using the 741. It allows the mind to expand, filling it with various solutions and new ways for self-expression, unwinds person's worries and troubles, allowing one to think freely. It creates room for a healthier and stable emotional position and time for more profound intuition. To create harmony with the universe and yourself, use the 852 so that you heighten your intuitions and alignment with spiritual orders. You can connect with an omnipresent spirit in the universes and bring back harmony to yourself. The 963 creates room for oneness and unity. It awakens your interactions with oneness and interconnectedness with the universe. You get pure and bright visions and thoughts in your mind. So that's from that site. So how I've worked with them, I have normally either used my CD that goes through all of them. So I have one called All 9 Solfeggio Frequencies. So it just goes through all of them, and I've used that to meditate with and let it just flow through me. If I've wanted to pick a specific thing and then work on that, then I use the Solfeggio for that, maybe working with the chakra. I might add crystals in, it just depends. And I might, you know, do a specific YouTube video with that on. I do tend to like to use all of them, but there has been quite a few times where I've like just focused on one specific one, and I think I used when I broke my ankle, I used the 528 and the 285. I used both of them. If you like look at them, it's because obviously one is 528 and the other is 285. So you know, it's quite interesting numbers there from a numerology point of view. I don't know how it works with the actual tones and frequencies. But I have worked with a lot of different, like the binaural beats. Some of them are hard to listen to because they're not as pleasant, but they get in there. I did one for something that I had that was really hurting. I can't remember what it was. And I was using this really, it was quite piercing actually. And that's the other thing, go a bit off track. Some people feel very uncomfortable with certain ones. And there's the two schools of thought, isn't there? That if something's uncomfortable, it means you need it and to keep doing it. Whereas other people say, why would you put yourself through that? I'm a bit the last one, because I think if it's uncomfortable, too uncomfortable, then I don't see that you're getting too much benefit from it. I would look at, I would split up what you're looking at, and then maybe go to another one, and then it's because it's like the layer of the onion. So you don't want to peel off 4 layers. You need to peel off one at a time. So you don't want to be going down to that 4th level. You need to go down there gradually. Sometimes that yeah, it's great, peel off loads and go for it and whatever, but you need to be in a place that you can do that, because otherwise that can be too overwhelming. And not all healing has to be painful and hard and, you know, all of that, says the woman that lays on a bed of nails. But anyway, so if it really is getting to you, I would suggest looking at what you're trying to look at and see if one of the other solfeggios may link with it, and that you could maybe do that instead. And then you might, you know, take away one layer and then you could start looking at it. So that's just my little thing. You know, I mean, I do like shadow work. I do like going in deep. I do like, you know, but that isn't for everyone. It isn't. some people need a very, very gentle healing. They don't need that real, like, you know, kick ass sort of thing. I mean, some of us just like it. I don't know why we do. So yeah. They've got a little bit on here, how to operate the solfeggio frequencies. The steps for using the frequencies are moving to a quiet place away from any form of distraction. So sort of your typical meditation sort of thing that you would do. The silent place should be a place where you feel most welcome and free to express who you are. It can be a closet, bedroom, backyard, or an open field in case you have a hectic life. For the elimination of distractions and noise, just try your best. Get a place that is comfortable enough for you either to lie down or sit. It can be a couch, bed, or nice floor spot. Position yourself in a way that you feel comfortable. The style works efficiently when meditating is the lotus position. I can't sit in that, but it's not necessary sitting posture. Select a suitable track that you will start with. The solfeggio frequencies do have a particular order to be followed. You can start from the last backward to the beginning, add the frequencies to a playlist and play them through, ensuring your favorite frequencies are on repeat. You can set the playlist to reshuffle for a random selection. That's a bit confusing because 1 minute it says you need to follow a thing and then you can play at random. So I don't know, but I've never well, the CDs I've bought, I've just used their selection. So I mean, whether they're, you know, I haven't followed a specific thing. Select a suitable track that you start with. We've done that bit. Set the frequencies at a volume you are comfortable with. The music sounds used for healing are best at low to moderate, as it is meant for relaxation. Every person will have a personal volume preference. It is advisable always to experiment so you get the appropriate volume that works for you. Relax yourself when listening. Healing music is best used for meditation or when you're trying to maintain a focus and remain relaxed, for instance, when reading or working on the computer. Solfeggio frequencies are ideal at any time, including when you are asleep. Now, I have used them for that. I've got little night buds, and they're soft and lovely, and I can put them in and connect it to my iPad at my tablet, and I can listen to there's a lot of solfeggios that are a lot of 9 hours long and things like that, so they're great. I love solfeggio with thunderstorm. So if you know, I've done that, so I'll put in YouTube solfeggio with thunderstorm, and there's quite a few, because thunderstorm for me is all cleansing and clearing, and I love it. Continue using the music, as there are no preset time or magical time for listening to the healing. 432, the music can be listened to for an entire day, some minutes, or for some hours. There is need for listening to solfeggio frequencies regularly. The benefits will, however, be noticed after some months. Now that's true, right? Even the miracle, right? I have known the miracle tuning fork to have a miracle. So using it for something like a broken ankle, or you know, someone getting hurt really badly, I've seen it repair really fast. It's been amazing. I have actually witnessed that. So they can work fast, but anything that is worth doing properly. And also the conditioning and the stuff that we have has been built up over a long time. So it's, you know, it's like losing weight. You can't suddenly, well, you can, I suppose, if you, well, anyway, you know, that's why people struggle losing weight, because it doesn't happen overnight. You've put it on over a length of time. You need to let it go over a length of time. So it's the same with them. You need to use them for a long period of time, and also there's no reason not to, because they are so lovely. I'm just going to turn off my computer now because we don't need any more from that. Get rid of that, so it's distracting. So although I think this whole video is distracting because I've had to, like, I need to re-look at doing subjects, because you sort of need to prepare so you know what you're going to talk about, but it's too rote for me. I can't do it that way. So I'll have to look at that. But yeah, so where was I? Yeah, you need to do it over a length of time. And why not? Now, you know, people often, they'll do a meditation, just you know, a sit and maybe listen to some nice music and relax and just, you know, and they love it. They love it. That, oh, I've just had a lovely meditation. And then you speak to them a couple of months later. Oh, how did you meditate? Oh, I did it that one time. Well, haven't you done it since? Oh, no, I haven't had time. Yeah, you have had time. You just haven't bothered. And I think we all are guilty of that, because we tend to not do the stuff that we're meant to do to help ourselves. So I know over the years, when life was tough and throwing crap at me, I wouldn't go to my toolbox and use what I had in there. It was ridiculous. And anyone else would speak to me and say, oh, I'm having a bad time. I'd say, oh, right, well, are you meditating? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And didn't take my own advice, like most of us don't. Nowadays, that's completely changed. So if I'm going through a hard time, that I meditate more, I connect in more, I do more of what I know is going to help. I know it doesn't take away the rubbish that's going on around me, but I know it helps, and it helps me cope with the rubbish better. So I just can't recommend solfeggio frequencies enough. They should be on the national health. They are truly amazing. If you get the chance to have a tuning fork healing, or, you know, a gong bath, a singing bowl, just a sound bath, and if you don't have chance, honestly get on YouTube, because there are so many. I mean, I've got loads, you know, that I subscribe to, people that I really love. Like I say, if you do want some, just get in touch with me, private message me, and I will send you some. I do get a bit carried away, and I end up sending hundreds. If someone's got something wrong, then I know certain ones to look at, you know, for certain things, but that's more like on the physical body level. But, you know, there's spiritual level ones, there's mind ones, you know, so because it works on the whole being. I mean, they say that they were hidden and sort of by the church because they wanted people to be ill and need the church and need people to go to ask for help instead of helping themselves. But they are meant to be in the Gregorian chants. The tones are in there, the frequencies are in there. I mean, I read all this a long time ago, and for me, I don't retain that sort of information. The information that I retain is the stuff that I know works for me and that I can explain to someone fairly easily. So explaining where they come from, I've no bloody idea where they come from, and all of that went out my head. I read it, I knew it, it's gone, because that doesn't help me now. Knowing where they come from doesn't help me now. Some people love all of that, you know, they need the history, they need all of that. And honestly, Google it, you'll get tons, because there's absolutely tons out there about them. But for me, that stuff, I just don't, my head is so full of information. I can't have all that in there as well. It's a bit the same with the runes, you know. I don't retain the poems, the history of the root of the word and all of that. There's so, you know, my rune teacher, I mean, she loves all that, that's her thing, and she knows all of that. But for me, that is not needed for me. I don't need it. I need what I'm doing with the runes, how they work for me. I need to have the relationship with Thurisaz and what Thurisaz can do for me, and what I can do with Thurisaz. That's what I need. So yeah, so stuff like that. I'm not great with retaining any history sort of things. I'm rubbish at dates. I never remember sort of date things, and stuff like that. It just it's not my vibe. It's not my thing. I do my thing. Everyone else can do their thing. So for me, what I know about the Solfeggios is how they've worked for me, what I get from it, how I love them, how they make me feel, how I've done a lot of shadow work with them, how I've done a lot of healing with them, and sort of, because I decided to do this video on Solfeggio, I'm going to have to go in a minute because it's 41 minutes, so it's long. There's someone shouting outside now. I'm going to do quite a deep dive again with these, and I know I'm doing my rune stuff, and I start my new rune course on Friday, Yggdrasil's Path. But I'm thinking I'd like to do some work, and I'm doing some stuff with Felicity, one of my rune sisters, well, and Hannah. We're working with Felicity's Rondel runes. We're doing some healing stuff, and me and Felicity discussed it yesterday. We're going to add in the Solfeggio because I love them, and it just seemed to like work out when we were chatting. So I'm going to be doing some more work with them, but I'm going to also start to do some very specific with each one. So I'm going to see how that goes as well, because that's going to be fun. So yeah, so I'm going to wrap it up. I don't know whether you got anything from this. I don't even know if the video is very clear, because I think trying to take the stuff, you know, that I needed, the information off the internet and my notes. I don't even know if you got all my notes actually, what I'd put down. I told you about, they work on mind, body, soul. Yeah, I gave you the chakras. Oh, I tell you what I didn't give you. That, I mean, and you could come up with your own words, but there's like mantras. So on the root chakra for the 396, you can tone liberate, liberate, liberate. Sacral, resolve. Solar plexus, love. Which feels a bit weird to me. Connect with the heart, express with the throat, awaken with the third eye, and reset with the crown. So you could come up with your own words. You don't need to take someone else's words. But yeah, so that's, you know, chant something, a mantra, make up a mantra. Yeah, it's definitely time for me to go. My throat's going. So, love and blessings, gorgeous people. And we'll see you next week with Chatter Witch Wednesday. Leave any comments, send me private message if you want some YouTube videos to connect with the Solfeggios. If you want to chat about them, you can chat in the thing, like and subscribe-y, rubbishy stuff, all of that. Well, it's not rubbish, but yeah, just connect with, I mean, connect connect with me on my Facebook group if you want. I am going to be starting to post more solfeggio. Oh my goodness. Solfeggio YouTube things on my Facebook group, Crowfire Talk. So yeah, I'm going to go. Love and blessings, and see you next time. Bye.